Hello, Carol Taylor-Kearney here at Powell Arts, and I'm with Sandra Koberlein, standing in front of her beautiful piece. Could you please introduce us to your beautiful piece?
Yes, thank you. It's lovely to be here with you both today. I call this piece by points of interest. It's an encaustic painting, and it really encompasses all of what I love about encaustic painting. I was first attracted to encaustic, of course, in art history classes a long time ago with the Egyptians and the Greeks, and then later with Jasper Johns. But about 20-ish years ago, I had the opportunity to see a show with encaustic, and it was actually, what intrigued me first was it was about cookbooks. Yes, and I got to the show, the entire gallery was cookbooks, but as I got closer, I realized the cookbooks were encased in encaustic medium. So my love of cooking, my love of collage, my love of book arts, my love of mixed media, everything was there. And then this new medium that I really never thought about was encaustic. And so as an artist, I wasn't really familiar with how to use it as a current day medium in my work. So I did some research, looked up my old art history stuff, and then took a couple classes, and I love working with it now. It's a natural medium. I'm a beekeeper, and this is made with beeswax and Damar resin. And it just gives my work this translucent but very intriguing, I think, look that you can see layers and layers, and you can embed images in there.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the embedded images, as well as it looks like there's also things that have been placed on top. So there's this real play of the picture plane that I feel like, I'm not sure if I'm going into it or if the picture plane is sealed. So how do you think about it as you continue doing the process?
That's interesting that you see it that way. If you look at the work from the side, there's lots and lots of layers on the panel. The panel, this particular panel is about 2.5 to 3 inches thick. But when you're working with encaustic, you start with a base layer of the medium. It's encaustic beeswax with Damar resin. And it, in this case, I'm on a birch panel, so you can see the birch wood through the wax. And then I just start painting from the background to the foreground. And my love of collage, and I'm from Pennsylvania, so I've got some Philadelphia imagery and some maps. I'm one of those people who grew up being able to read a map. And love the graphics on a map. And this particular piece is all about that sort of stuff. Collaging some pieces from old historic maps and some imagery of Philadelphia. And you can see that it's lots and lots of layers, as you are aware, even on the very top layer. What I didn't point out yet is that the word encaustic is a Greek word, and it means to literally burn in. So every layer is burnt into the wax with a torch or a heat gun. And so the layers that you see on the very top layer or the top of the surface, this is graphite pencil work.
Okay.
But it's fused in with heat so that it's permanently in there.
So is this also graphite?
That's an image transfer.
Okay.
There's pan pastel, oil paint, more beeswax, image collaged in there. Maps are collaged in there, image transfers, lots of interesting things. What I love most about encaustic is that there's nothing you can't do. So I've done sculptural work with it. I've done more abstract work with it. You can mix any medium, India ink, pastel, silver leaf, gold leaf, any kind of metallic. There's nothing you can't do with this medium. So as an artist and as a mixed media artist, I fell in love with the medium, and
because it's really versatile.
it's very versatile.
Yeah.
And as an art educator, I'm a full-time, daytime, my job is an art educator. I love learning new things and mixing all things together and seeing how I can incorporate the art history part of it.
Well, if as a person who is both an artist and a viewer, I'm looking at this and its pattern and how much information it has and how it keeps on drawing me to different quadrants in it. What is one of the things that you would like people to focus on or come in at this?
But you're touching on a lot of things that I teach in my classroom. Like, to me personally, good art means somebody wants to look at it and wants to keep looking at it. And that makes it a good art piece. So you're intrigued enough to look at it and keep going. Also, you touched on the graphic part of it. My background is actually in graphic design and advertising. My first degree is in graphic and design, logo design and such. So there's a lot of graphic shapes in my work often. I just love all the pieces in it that are a part of me, my history, what's important to me. Again, where I grew up, the map reading, and being able to incorporate that into an image that hopefully might appeal to someone else, and to share their own history. A lot of people in this area have an upbringing just like myself, with the age of the maps and the imagery. There's a silverware here, but I love food, I love restaurants.
It looks like there's a whole meal here.
Yes.
But then I could say that of so much of this because there's so many different places for me to go. And I keep on picking up on this pattern and that pattern. And like I said, I break it into quadrants, and in each one I find a special surprise that I just brings me back into it.
Thank you.
So please come and see Sandra's work. Sandra's work, sorry. See Sandra's work at Powell Arts at the Jury Show.
Thank you.